Welcome to the vlog. Week 2. Getting text messages. Running late. Gotta go. I've got to go meet a customer. It's actually a friend of mine. We're gonna be doing. Still getting more text messages. All right, I'm running late. I gotta go. Oh gosh. Yeah, guys, I am running a little bit behind, going to meet a customer. It's actually a friend of mine. Running a business is pretty difficult when you're first starting out, because just like in everyday life, I mean, especially with me, I deal with this, and I'm sure a lot of you do too.
In a quarter mile, at the traffic circle, take the second exit onto Middleton Road.
You constantly have that little voice in the back of your head telling you that you're not good enough, you can't do it, you shouldn't do it. Well, that's happening with my business right now. This is a friend of mine. He's got this really awesome FJ Cruiser, and he wants a bumper made, he wants a little toolbox made for the front, he wants the fender flares cut down 2 inches. It's a lot of work. It's probably 2 solid days of labor, and he's buying all the parts and the materials, but I'm just gonna do it for him for free. I hope that it doesn't take me 2 days. I hope that I'm kind of overthinking it. But I think this is gonna be one of those situations where I help out my friend now, and my friend will help me out in the future. He's already helped me out. He's come over and helped me work on the Cadillac, and he let me borrow some tools, and so we're kind of just trading back and forth right now. And I'm a fan of bartering. I love trading. For example, those targets that I made, the dueling trees that I made in a video a couple days ago, I did that for free because the guy that is making those makes my merch. He makes my shirts. So now I'm gonna have some hats and some sweatshirts available to buy, and I don't have to put up any money up front because we traded, and that's great. I love that. So that's kind of what we're doing here as well with this other guy. That's how my day's getting started. I hope your day is fantastic. Unfortunately, I did wake up to some pretty bad news, and we'll get into that a little later. As a YouTuber, it's not the worst thing that could happen, but it's pretty bad. Just pulled up, and I totally knew I was gonna forget my notebook, and I did. That's all right. I sent off an email for a quote before I even left the house, so hopefully they have all the information. I wish I could film inside there. They've got all kinds of tubing benders and notchers and lasers and big heavy duty cranes, and we're just waiting in line at will call. Hand them this little piece of paper that says what we paid for, and then they just say, all right, here's your stuff, we'll put it in the bed of your truck. And then you drive out the other side and you're ready to go. You got all your material. So I think this will be pretty cool, but I've still got that little voice in the back of my head just telling me that I'm not gonna do a good job, or I shouldn't be doing this. You know, you gotta ignore that. You gotta suppress that little voice. And sometimes things will happen where it really kind of cements that voice. It gives them power. And a little thing happened to me this morning. I woke up and I checked the analytics of my other channel, my first channel, and I have lost 1,000 subscribers overnight. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was a bunch of fake accounts or bots or just deactivated old accounts or what it was, but that was a shock. That really cemented in that little voice telling me I shouldn't be doing this, telling me I'm gonna fail. And then you wake up and you see something like that. For a YouTuber, for, you know, if you're doing anything on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and you see that 1,000 overnight, 1,000 of your followers are gone, that is a shot to the gut. But it's a hurdle, and I gotta keep going. I gotta keep my head down and keep bobbing and weaving. Just get through it, get past it, and get over to the other side, because a month from now I'll probably have 10 times that many subscribers that I've gained, as long as I just keep going, I keep uploading. And you know, obviously the content has to be entertaining, which has been the struggle on this channel, because I haven't had a whole lot to do for the last week. But I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna daily vlog, and I'm gonna try and encourage people and try and just remind you that even though you've got a day off, you got responsibility to take care of. And if you're sitting around doing nothing, that's not how you grow.
How are you today?
Good, sir, how you doing?
Good. Can you give us a little bit?
Yeah, no problem. I'm all loaded up here, but I think they might have gave me the wrong piece of diamond plate here, because that looks way too thick. We'll get it figured out. Back at the house now, we got all of our steel unloaded. This is eventually going to be a bumper with a spare tire carrier, a mount for a jerry can. This will end up being a toolbox with a diamond plate lid. I've got all my hinges and pins and hardware and stuff here. I've got some pretty cool shackles that'll end up going in the middle of the bumper, just for some recovery points. These things are monsters. They'll just weld onto the bumper. Pretty sweet. I've got my pipe here for the spare tire carrier and the jerry can. Those will both be on hinges, so they'll swing out like barn doors. And yeah, this thing's gonna be pretty sweet when I'm all done. I do need to invest in a couple more pieces of equipment. I either need a bandsaw on one of those like vertical stands, or a cold cut saw. Those Evolution cold cut saws are pretty sweet. I might go get one of those. Tubing notcher might come in handy here. So yeah, I'm just waiting for a couple more pieces to come in the mail. And if you guys want to watch me build this thing, you can head over to the Studebaker Fabrication YouTube channel and go check it out there. It'll probably be up in a couple of weeks. This video right here is going to be going up tomorrow at 3 p.m. So it's going to be a little while before all this is recorded and edited and put up. So give me about maybe 2 weeks and the video should be up. Yeah, just another quick video, running errands, making things happen for the business. And I just want to remind you guys that the little hurdles that come your way, they're there to see how you react. You know, you got to get over it and just move past it. And that's the only way you're going to grow. I'm guilty of being in the comfort zone for far too long, being stagnant. You know, I've said it time and time again. Everything I say to this camera, it's like I'm saying it to myself. So I hope you can get something out of the messages that I'm trying to put out there. If you are, leave me a comment on the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. All of those things are really going to help this community grow. Somebody out there has a much better way of communicating or getting a point across. That's all for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be a force for good, change the world.